Happy weekend from Fextralife. If you've been too busy to keep up on the latest in games we cover, or are looking for a refresher, we've got your back. Let's take a look at the comings and goings across the Fextralife Wiki Network.
Moving like a soldier.
Over the past week, Larian Studios released Patch 3 for their highly praised CRPG Divinity Original Sin 2. A massive update that addresses a number of major issues players have been experiencing within the game. Some of the biggest changes in this patch included nerfs to the chicken form running distance, fixes to crashes that players were having when sleeping as lizards, and more. This update also included a number of changes to the game's content, such as adjustments to the in-game journal for a more pleasurable adventuring experience. The update is as large as 4.3 GB and is available for everyone to download. You can go over the entire patch notes on the blog. ZeniMax finally announced the release date for their upcoming Clockwork City DLC for The Elder Scrolls Online this past week. The DLC is scheduled to release on October 23rd for PC and Mac, while the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One consoles will receive the add-on a little later on November 7th. It will be free for SO Plus members and can be purchased for 2,000 crowns from the in-game Crown Store. Also on the Crown Store is the Clockwork City Collector's Bundle for 4,000 crowns, which includes a pet, mount, and more, which you can check out in our article on the blog. In preparation, ZeniMax has also released a prologue quest to the Clockwork City that is now live. Upon completion, players will be given a memento permanently added to their collection's UI as a reward, and can continue with the story once the DLC releases later this month. And finally, details on the new trial in the Clockwork City called Asylum Sanctorium was revealed. The new trial features tough challenges with up to 12 players, ultra-rare rune boxes you can earn which contain loot such as a clockwork reliquary, which is a polymorph that can turn your character into a mechanical factotum, and much more. You can read about it in detail on the blog. The much anticipated Alpha 3.0 build for the ambitious space simulator Star Citizen is out now, but only at the hands of a special group of backers for testing purposes. That selected group of backers consists of community members known as the Focati Test Flight, a volunteer testing program that began back in April of 2016. The program's volunteers are responsible for playtesting builds to make sure they are stable before the build goes out to a wider audience, according to CIG. Its members are under an NDA, preventing them from openly speaking about their testing contents, but we expect it to be lifted soon. You can check out the full story as well as the Alpha 3.0 patch notes provided in the article on the blog. Square Enix has announced that they'll be releasing a 4K remaster of their JRPG Star Ocean: The Last Hope for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, and PC via Steam. The PS4 Pro supports a maximum resolution of 4K, while the PlayStation 4 will play the game at a full 1080p HD. Star Ocean: The Last Hope is the fourth installment to the Star Ocean series that was originally launched for Xbox 360 in 2009. It was re-released a year later for the PS3 as Star Ocean: The Last Hope International, with both English and Japanese voices as well as new exclusive content. You can check out the full list of features for each version and the announcement trailer over on the blog. Developer Deck 13 released the Fire and Ice Weapons Pack this past week, a free weapons DLC for their Mecha Souls action RPG The Surge. Included in the package are 10 new weapons, and as the name suggests, 5 are ice-based and the other 5 are fire-based. They're described as 10 Creo space travel testing tools, state-of-the-art equipment using hypercooling technology, have been lost during the incident in Creo. Everyone can download the add-on, and it is available on all platforms now. You can check out some screenshots of the weapons in action in our article on the blog. In other acts of generosity, developer Ninja Theory donated all of the revenue from their highly praised action-adventure title, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, to the UK's mental health charity, Rethink Mental Illness. Senua, Hellblade's main protagonist, suffers from psychosis, a psychiatric disorder that is central to the game's theme and mechanics. This move was made to coincide with this year's World Mental Health Day on October 10th. The announcement also came with a new trailer, which was created with images taken with Hellblade's in-game photo mode, alongside messages from players sharing their own mental health experiences. You can check that out over on the blog. Since the successful launch of God Eater 2 Rage Burst, Bandai Namco announced in a press release that the next installment to their God Eater franchise, God Eater 3, will be officially coming to Western shores. The Monster Hunter-like title was first announced back at TGS 2016 and is planned to be launched globally. Other than that, no other details such as specific release date or a PC launch for God Eater 3 were given. Furthermore, Bandai Namco, who is also releasing the upcoming Anime Souls Code Vein and Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, among others, has plans to broaden its business horizons. The VP of Marketing and Digital of Bandai Namco Europe announced that the company plans to do more localizations and include more platforms, as they'd like to appeal to a much wider audience, especially for the UK market. He also notes that the Japanese-centric publisher has great content in its portfolio and would like to boost their presence on the PC and Xbox platforms, as well as in other language, such as Russian and Polish. You can read the full statement in the article provided on the blog. Monolith Productions and Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment's latest action RPG titled Middle-earth: Shadow of War has finally launched. Middle-earth: Shadow of War is the sequel to 2014's Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, and will see players take on the role of Talion, who is resurrected by an elven wraith, Celebrimbor. The game features the Nemesis system unique to the franchise, which has been updated and improved in this installment. For those downloading the game for PC through Steam, be prepared to set aside some storage space, as it's been reported that will be a 97.9 GB download for the platform. Yikes. While on PlayStation 4, Middle-earth: Shadow of War is roughly 64 GB download. There's a pretty awesome launch trailer for the game that you can watch in our article on the blog. Last but not least, games publisher NIS America made a surprise announcement in the past week when they revealed that the action RPG The Witch and the Hundred Knight 2 will be making its way to North America and Europe sometime in 2018, exclusively for the PlayStation 4. Alongside the announcement, the publisher has opened up pre-orders for the game's limited edition and merchandise, both of which can be ordered through the NISA online store. With an MSRP of $79.99 USD, the contents of The Witch and the Hundred Knight 2 limited edition include a copy of The Witch and the Hundred Knight 2, a hardcover art book, a 2-disc original soundtrack set, and more. You can check out the full details, as well as links to places you can order and images of the merchandise in our article on the blog. That's a wrap for the Week in Wikis. We're looking forward to another great week of gaming fun. Don't forget to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits, and budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks for a great week, and as always, keep checking in with us for news, reviews, YouTube streams and vids, and general wiki goodness. Follow us on social media for all the latest and greatest. The more followers we get, the larger the army of the Fexus grows.